I have never sold my stock on a football team in an OTA faster than I'm selling Green Bay's now.
And lastly, it's the Green Bay Packers. For me, the departure of Jordan Love, it is significant. Vikings 1, Lions 2, Bears 3, Packers 4.
I think Jordan will be good. I think the Packers will be way better than people think.
Picture this, the Green Bay Packers, a team with perhaps the longest offseason in NFL history, a group battered with controversies, negotiations, and let's not forget the shadow of the great Aaron Rodgers looming large. Yet they emerged with a purpose, a camaraderie that echoed through the Soldier Field tunnel as they just beat the brakes off the Chicago Bears. GM Brian Gutekunst added the breastplate of Love's shoulder pads and said directly to him, "Good start." Now let's talk about Love and his amazing game that he had against the Chicago Bears, stepping into some massive shoes left behind Aaron Rodgers. The guy not only filled those shoes, he practically owned the field, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a commanding 38-20 victory over the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't just a solo act. It was a symphony of both experienced veterans and young prodigies, creating an offense that, frankly, the Bears just couldn't keep up with. And the Bears, oh, the Bear, what happened here? They had everything lined up. The expectations were sky high. Justin Fields was supposed to come out swinging, showcasing a fortified offense that had been the talk of the town all offseason. But instead, what happens? Jordan Love walks in with his homeboys back in Green Bay and they smack the brakes off the Chicago Bears. Jordan Love was phenomenal. And he messed around and finished the game 15 of 27, passing for 245 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jordan Love, in his first real game as the guy of Green Bay, posted a quarterback rating of 123.2. Now, folks, we got to remember, Jordan Love, he did not do this on his own. We're talking about veteran running back Aaron Jones. We got Romeo Doubs in his sophomore year showing up big. And let's not forget the rookies. Jayden Reed and Luke Musgrave showcased an optimistic offense that just had the Bears scrambling all around. Justin Fields, it looked less like a coming out party and more like a retreat, not managing to hit those explosive preseason promised heights, faltering with a mere 311 total yards. The Packers defense was just all over them, a relentless force that turned every Bears offensive strategy into an impossible task. Let's talk about Jaire Alexander. The guy was a menace on the field, a nightmare for DJ Moore all game. All of a sudden, the Chicago Bears get this receiver out of Carolina. All this hype is surrounding him all offseason, and he delivers with 2 receptions and 25 yards against Jaire Alexander, who is by far one of the top corners still in the National Football League. And the rolling front 7, led by Devontae Wyatt and backed by Rashawn Gary and Quay Walker and rookie Lucas Van Ness, an unyielding force that just dictated the pace of the game. It's pivotal that we focus on the shining beacon of light for the Packers, and that's the man named Jordan Love. Imagine being handed the reins, stepping into a gargantuan void left by Aaron Rodgers, and not just managing, but dazzling with a performance that had glimpses of maturity that defied his relative inexperience. Picture him orchestrating moves with a composed demeanor, like threading the needle to find Aaron Jones in a tight window for a staggering 35-yard touchdown, or in the face of chaos during a wild fumbled snap, having the presence of mind to connect a 37-yard pass to rookie Luke Musgrave. These are the moments that echo a leader, a commander who's gradually finding his footing as a new starting franchise quarterback for a prominent organization. But folks, let's not paint an overly rosy picture here, because Jordan Love had his blunders, moments where the gravity of his role seemed too much. A prime example was the heart-wrenching miss to wide-open Luke Musgrave that could have been a walk-in touchdown. A moment of glaring mistake, a harsh spotlight on the path of growth that still lays ahead for this young quarterback. But remember, it's in the face of adversity where true characters are revealed. The response, stepping up with resilience, finding Jayden Reed for a crucial 30-yard gain, setting the stage for a field goal that tipped the scales in favor of the Packers going into halftime. And I genuinely need to harp on the amount of trauma that the Green Bay Packers have applied to the Chicago Bears. They're supposed to outright win the NFC North like it's hand-delivered for them. It's crazy to see how well the Packers ruined their dreams and realigned reality. The Chicago Bears, a team caught in a whirlwind of high expectations, met with a Packers defense. Yes, it's just one loss, but it's a loss that laid bare with reality. This is Green Bay's division. Always has been, always will be. It felt like a reality check. A mirror held up to the Chicago Bears to show them that you're still Chicago. And Packers fans that may have heard two new names that they may not know a lot about, let me introduce Jayden Reed and Luke Musgrave. First off, allow me to introduce to you a man who, mark my words, is carving out a path to be Green Bay's next superstar. This young receiver is nothing short of a Swiss Army knife on the field. We are talking about an individual who has showcased brilliance, whether it's gracefully navigating the field to catch the ball, dashing with unparalleled vigor while running with it, or adding that special zest in the return game. Let's talk statistics while he was in college, because they don't lie. Reed amassed an astonishing 1,674 all-purpose yards and tallied 13 touchdowns in his pinnacle season back in 2021. And that 82.2 PFF grade isn't just a number. It is a testament to a young man ready to erupt in the NFL, a reflection of an athlete with a rare skill set, passion, and dynamic play. The Packers didn't just draft a player, they drafted a phenom in the making. Now shift your focus to a titan in the making of Luke Musgrave. I am telling you, this guy is sculpted to redefine the tight end position. While his college journey was speckled with hurdles, with the global pandemic and injuries throwing in the wrench, what stands tall is his resilient spirit and a physical prowess that's almost mythical. Picture this, a man with a lab-built frame, a mammoth on the field with hands that seem to have a magnetic pull to the football. Musgrave brings to the table an exhilaration and elite speed that leaves linebackers eating his dust and defensive backs grappling with his overpowering stature. Trying to box him into a role of a possession receiver would not just be a mistake, it would be an injustice to a talent that promises explosion, agility, and the vertical fireworks that every time he gets the ball. What the Green Packers have showed the world in the start of the 2023 season is something that they've always known. The Green Bay Packer fan base literally own their team. So who are the Green Bay Packers going to respond to? They're going to respond to the people. And what the people want is the same amount of dominance that they had when all-time quarterback Brett Favre was in place, when former all-time quarterback Aaron Rodgers was in Green Bay, and now Jordan Love, the next man up, to carry on the tradition of what it means to be a Green Bay Packers quarterback. I just don't know if the Packers fans believe it now, because there was speculation even from Packers fans. But do you believe now? Do you see the direction now? How do you think this season will end for the 2023 Green Bay Packers? Will you set the world right and win the NFC North? Or will you fall victim to the hands of the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings, or the Detroit Lions? No, you're Green Bay. This is what you do. You win the division, dust yourself off, and do it again. Nobody should be expecting Brett Favre to walk through the door or Aaron Rodgers to walk through the door, because all of you should be happy, excited, and blessed to know that Jordan Love is walking through the door for the Green Bay Packers. And he is the quarterback that is going to bring home another championship to one of the greatest franchises in the league. Like, comment, subscribe.